Okay, I want to thank everyone for joining this Zoom meeting this evening. Obviously, you have expressed some sort of interest in potentially working with our company. I'd like to give you some information just so you can kind of figure if this is something that's a good fit or not. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about our company. So Palmetto United, I started out in 2006 doing mostly Medicare, and ultimately started the agency. The agency officially became Palmetto United in 2009. And during that period of time, we were focused exclusively senior market again, primarily with Medicare. We began to branch out and offer other products, final expense life insurance, dental, vision, hearing, all products that are related to life and health for seniors, as well as some other products even for people who are under 65 in the underage market. But our focus still to this day, our core, is to help the seniors. And so what this position entails is, I like to call it, I talk about in meetings, and if you ever are interested, we can give you access to some of our meetings, manager meetings. But I like to talk a lot about today money and tomorrow money. And one of the great things that's like fire and gasoline is when our as far as products go, when we write final expense life insurance, that is big ticket commissions on the front end. So you have large commissions on the front end. When we write Medicare products, it is large residual commissions on the back end. So when you put those two together, you have a large front end commissions. So you're getting big bucks up front. And then with the Medicare, you're getting commissions up front as well. But really the beauty is in the residual income that you have. We had last week, I have some notes here. We had last week, one of our guys wrote over $13,000 in actual final expense premium. So, I mean, that's in 1 week. That is a lot. And that's, again, not going to be typical every single week that you're going to go out and write that kind of business. But it shows you basically that a person can go out and make 10 grand in a week. So it's absolutely 100% doable. And we have a program. We basically show you how to go out, how to prospect. We teach you about the products. We teach you about the sales aspect of it. We had another last month at the time of this Zoom is going to be, I'm going to keep it as a replay. So you may be watching it. For those of you watching it live, some of you may be watching it later, but at the time of this Zoom, it's May the 4th. And last month, in the month of April, we had one of our guys wrote 23 Medicare policies. And I jotted it down. Yeah, I have jotted down those 23 Medicare policies. So for the month, made about 7 grand for Medicare, which is pretty darn good. Okay. But here's what gets really exciting about it. Starting in January, okay, those 23 Medicare policies that he wrote will start paying renewal income. And starting in January, he will be getting right at $535 a month. So January, $535. February, $535. March. The thing about it is, though, he's going to continue to write all this year. And so ultimately, that being said, that's actually going to grow. So by the time he gets to January, it's going to be a whole lot more. But just from those 23 cases written in April, that's going to basically, in addition to that front end commission he got, that's going to be providing $535 approximately every month next year and the year after that and the year after that. And so it ultimately builds up. And if you look at it from a standpoint, because I'm a numbers guy and I love doing these numbers, if you look at a standpoint over, well, I'll take 23 a month. 23 a month. If you continue to do 23 a month over 12 months, that's 276, which basically means that's 77,000 in renewals, which comes out to be about $6,400 a month every single month. And then year 2, that would be even more per month. So Medicare is going to give you that large residual back-end income, where the final expense of life insurance is going to give you big commissions on the front end. There's days that you go out, you write, you go out and you write $1,000 worth of commission in a day. Okay. There, last month we had an agent for the month of April that was right at 25,000 in commissions, or not, I'm sorry, excuse me, in premium, 25,000 in premium. So depending on the contract and everything, I mean, he's definitely looking at over 20,000 bucks in commissions for the month. So again, does that happen? Those numbers happen all the time for people? Not necessarily, but we do have people that consistently write big numbers like that. So what's the deal? Why isn't everyone in the insurance business? First of all, it can be tough because there's a lot of aspects of it that people have to understand coming in. There's a learning curve, which we help you. We will train you as far as how to prospect. We will train you about the products. We'll train you with the technology that we use. We'll train you with the insurance companies. Everything that you need to know and all of the tools and software that you need, you will be provided that. So that part of it, you're going to get coaching. You're going to get a manager that's going to literally take you out and ride with you and show you and teach you and guide you and hold you by the hand. But in addition to that, though, obviously, there's work. You have to do work. Okay. So you're going out. We see seniors, we see them in their homes. So unlike, for example, a banker, where you go to the bank and you know, as a consumer, you go walk into a bank to have a transaction, or you go to see a lawyer and you go into the lawyer's office. With insurance, particularly in the senior market, we are going to the seniors. So we're conducting business in their home. So that's something for some people, they're not comfortable with that. And that's okay. And if you're not, it's probably not a good thing for you. Okay. There's also, with prospecting, you have to learn, we train you and teach you how to go out and prospect for business, to find business. And so there are different techniques and strategies. You can also, once you get going and you're having success and you're making good money, you can even, purchase leads if you want to do that. There's a lot of different things that you can do to help kind of get the ball rolling even quicker. But ultimately, you have to know how to prospect. It's an important part of the business. And we show you how to do that. And we also can plug you into programs to where you can supplement yourself with additional leads to help you with the prospecting process. There's also the ability, working with us, there's the ability for pretty rapid advancement. So if you are somebody that's a highly motivated person, and let's say that, you have, you want to build a team, for example, you can do that. We'll give you the tools and help you to build a team that you can actually have a team of agents. Before you can build a team, understand you have to be able to go out and prospect and write business and have success. Because ultimately, if you're building a team, you have to lead from the front, and you're going to have to obviously be involved heavily in managing and training that team. But we'll help you do that. And that's something that we're absolutely happy to do. There's flexibility. One of the things, we just had a meeting this morning, and one of our guys actually on Friday, let me pull it up here. Friday, he actually took Friday off. So he took Friday off, didn't work Friday. And today, which today is Tuesday, the 4th, took Friday off today. Yesterday, Monday was in the field yesterday, wrote $1,065 of life insurance. Okay. But the thing about it was, he was in the field until almost 8 o'clock last night. He could have left, he could have left early, 5 o'clock rolled around, he could have left and went home. But ultimately he wrote that last bit of business that evening. So there is definitely something where you have freedom and flexibility with your schedule. But you also have to have the discipline to say, hey, I've got a number I want to hit, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do that. And that takes a lot of discipline and self-motivation. So someone that has that discipline and self-motivation, that's really, if you have the work ethic, you have the motivation, we'll give you the tools and the training that you need to be successful with this. But it's not for everybody. Obviously, you have to be someone, you've got to be able to handle rejection. You're going to have people that aren't going to be interested and not buy. You're going to have people that are, could potentially waste your time. And so it's important to understand the mentality you have to have in this business. But it is a wonderful business that you can have an extreme amount of success with. And The last component I'll talk about is that obviously with insurance, there is a licensing process. This is probably the single biggest thing that scares people from getting in the insurance. They're so scared about this having to get licensed. It's absolutely something that a person could do in a week. Typically, I would say about 2 weeks. For some people, maybe even a little longer. But for someone who says, hey, I want to do this, I'm ready to go, you can get your license literally in a week and a half. Very, very easy. Everything's done online. All of the training that you need to do is online. We'll connect you with everything that you need to do, give you the course links that you need to go where you register to take your course. And then ultimately you take a state exam. And then from that point, once you pass the state exam, you get licensed. Everything else, the whole process is super simple. We get you appointed with different insurance companies that we have, and you're able to represent those insurance companies. You go out, you write business, you get paid from the insurance company, you get a deposit in your checking account, and that's how it works. With final expense, particularly, as I was saying, that's today money, big commissions on the front end. You write a policy on a Monday, and once you're up and in the system and everything's processed and you're good to go, then you can run a policy on a Monday, and literally within a couple of days, you get a deposit into your account. Very, very quick. Medicare, a little bit different. When you're writing Medicare business, generally takes longer to get paid on that. But again, you're going to get paid on that generally in 2 to 3 weeks. Once you start writing consistently, then you have a steady flow obviously coming in. And then residual income kicks in always in January. When January rolls around, all of your active business that you have on the books for Medicare, you start getting that residual income for that. So that's a little bit of information about what we have to offer. As I said before, can be very lucrative. Typically, if I had to average it out, our agents, and then this is sort of a range here, but our agents earn anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. Give or take a weekend commissions, $1,000 to $2,000. An agent, obviously, that has built up a block of business, that number is higher. But generally, in your first year with plugging into our program and getting going, you can expect to make about an average of about $1,000 to $2,000. You can expect to, when you first start out, our goal is to try to get you going and get you $1,000 worth of commissions in your pocket as soon as possible. So what we really shoot for is to try to have in your pocket $1,000 within the first 2 weeks. And if you do the training, do what we say, it's definitely easy to do that. But overall, it's going to be, first year you're going to average anywhere from about $1,000 to $2,000 per week in commissions is what you'll see. So that's a breakdown of what we have. There's a lot more information, a lot more information. That's just too much information to dive into on a opportunity meeting like this. So if this is something that you are interested in, wherever you're watching this, it probably will be on the website. But wherever you're watching this, if it's something that you're interested in, reach out to us. There'll be either a form somewhere or a link or something that you can fill out, and we can definitely set up a call and answer your questions. I'm sure if you may have lots of different questions, we'll be happy to answer your questions. But one of the things I will tell you is this before we close out. Ultimately, many people are really excited about this. They see the potential. They're like, wow, this could change my life, which it can, but they don't take action. So I would just strongly encourage you to put some thought into it. And if you are someone that's not going to take action, it's probably not the best thing for you. But if you're someone that says, hey, look, I want to change my life, I want to increase my income, be in a position to where I can have a better life, I can make more money, I can work on my terms and get what I'm worth, and I'm going to take action, then reach out to us and we can have a conversation. And if it doesn't work out and you decide not to, hey, that's fine. But the point of it is, though, your time is very valuable, as is ours. And so we want to basically have meaningful conversations with people who are serious and who are action takers. Even if you take massive imperfect action, that's much better than taking no action at all and just sitting on the sidelines. So thank you for being on tonight for those that are on this Zoom. For those of you on the Zoom, once we finish up here, if you would like you'll be able to message me. I'm going to send you guys some information. But for those of you who are watching this, if you're on the Zoom tonight, you'll get an email once we end this. For those of you who are watching this at a later time, probably through the website or something like that, there should be somewhere on here where you can click and schedule a call or express interest, and we can talk further. All right. Thanks a lot. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.